ॐ भद्रं विसृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येम अक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथा राये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नममुक्तिं विधेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ ब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसि जायताम् आराष्ट्रे राजन्यस्य शूरैषव्योतिव्याधि महारथो जायताम् दुग्ध्री धेनुः वोढानड्वान् आसुः सप्तिः पुरन्धिर्योषा जिष्णुरथेष्ठा सधेयो युवा अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् निकामे निकामेन पर्जन्यो वर्षतु फलवत्यो नवोषधयः पच्यन्ताम् योगक्षेमो नः कल्पेताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकर्याम् मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनिरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. See, we are at the instance of knowing much about Surya Bhagavan, who is also called as the Ravi in the astrological world. They say Ravi position, they are talk about it. So Ravi is the provider of health, wealth, prosperity, and many more mundane and super mundane benefits. That's why always people talk about the tejas of the Ravi. Ravi Tejaha. So, Anta Raviya Gnana, we are able to get because of the Sukta or mantras which are found in the Saura Suktam. Suryasya idam Sauram mantra. And when you make it more and more among all gods, this is called Mahasauram, because this will be representing the essence of all knowledge concerned with the Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan. Every day in India or in Asian places, we see sun. But nobody wants to spend time to reflect on sun. If sun is not there, people are very much unhappy. So that kind of sun, who is he? And what prominently he is doing for us. So there are many more advantages and benefits that we get from sunshine, from sun himself, and there is a lot of background for the sun. And also, all gods are trying to be as brilliant as Aditya. That's why whether you describe a Maharajas with great prowess or gods, they say Aditya Samatejaha, Aditya Varnaha. So you see Aditya Varna, Aditya, that is Aditi Putraha Aditya. Actually, all gods are Aditeyas, but Surya Bhagavan is the only one great name who has always signifying the name of his mother Aditi. And you know that Kashyapa Prajapati has two wives, Aditi and Diti. And Aditi Putras are called Adityas, and Diti Putras are called Daityas. Though they are cousin brothers or brothers, but the temperament is always opposed. For example, Adityas or gods are always promoting Satyam, and Daityas always choose Asatyam. So Asatyavadinaha Daityaha, Satyavadinaha Devaha. And the representative Paramatma, the radiant energy or the brilliant body that you find in the sky every day is Surya Bhagavan. And therefore, in the Saura Suktam, we have already talked about the sloka mantras 10, 11, and 12, where we have noted the power of the Deva, the Surya Bhagavan, to be able to remove our health problems. For example, Hrudrogam and Harimanam. So, skin problems, bone, lung, everything. So, that's why in general, we are always advised Arogyam Bhaskaradichet. You will always expect and desire to have good health from Surya Bhagavan. And Aishwaryam Hutasanat. If you want wealth, you should take the blessings of Surya Bhagavan. I mean, for Agni, he is called Hutasanaha. Huta, whatever you offer, that will be his food. So, Hutasanaha. And so, like that, you have so many specialized focused gods in the pantheon of the gods in our Hindu pantheon, and they are all very well helpful. So not much talking about the introductory part of this every time. We'll have to note down why Surya is important, and that is important to us. And the 12th mantra, 13th mantra, we have seen Udagat Ayam Adityaha. Om Udagadayam Vishve na sahasa saha Dvishantam mahyam randhayanmo aham dvishate radham. So, the Aditya Bhagavan, when he rises in the east, he will rise with immense power endowed in him. And that power or energy is able to sustain him the whole day, the entire universe. So here, Vishvena Savishve Sahasa Saha Naha Adityaha Udagat. So when Surya Bhagavan comes, there is no delay howsoever in anything. And moreover, the Surya Bhagavan is said to be the Kalachakra Praneta. He is one who is able to make the Kalachakra, the time wheel, or the otherwise wheel of time, to revolve. So Kalachakra Pranetaram Surya Narayanam Bhaje is that Surya Upanishad, Atharva Upanishad will tell you He's a Kala Chakra Pravartaka. So we have so many chakras. A Kala Chakra is very much important. Chakrayudhas are there. And moreover, Makhyam Dishantam Randhayatu. And whoever are hating me or inimical to me, so you have got to cudgel them away. So we seek the help of Aditya to get redressed of so many problems. Enemy problem, health problem, and sociological, psychological, biological, etc. All sorts of problems are being squared up by Surya Bhagavan. And now I am going into the 14th, 15th mantra. We just recite that and note down the in superficially. I'm not going into details of all these things because we must know what fundamentally what are the characteristics and what are the mahimas and what are the relationship and how he is connected to the land and how uh, quick he is, etc. All these things, details about him, we should see. The moment you look at this in the sky, you have a wonderful globe, a radiant globe, which is giving you light. So I'm just reading this Lucas. Om Chitram Devanam Udagadanekam Chakshurmitrasya Varunasya Apra Dyava Prithvi Antariksham Surya Atma Jagataha Tasthusascha Suryo Devi Mushasam Rochamanam Maryo Na Yosha Mabhyeti Paschatu. So look at these two slokas, mantras. The moment you lift your head up into the sky, you see Chitram, the Paramatma that is looking there, is simply motley and wonderful, amazing. It's an amazing disk or globe of light that you see in the sky. It will not fall down. And he is said to be Anikam Devanam. So when you see Surya Bhagavan, as our Rishi is telling here, it is as good as seeing all the face of all gods in the world. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗತ್ತೆ. So this is really interesting that Chitram Devanam Udagadanidam. Then Chitram means also surprise. And then who are the gods involved in that? Mitrasya, Varunasya, Agne, Chakshu. So he is the radiance and power of these three gods most important. Who are the gods prominently mentioned in this mantra are Mitradeva, Varuna and Agni. So Mitra is the day maker, Varuna is the night maker, and Agni is in between all that. Therefore, prominently Surya Bhagavan in the sky is representing these three powerful forces or energies, that is day breaking, day making, night making, and then connecting all these two things. And that's exactly what we call as Ahoratri. We make a prayer, Ahoratre Sive Syatam. So let day and night be auspicious to us. That is our prayer. And this Surya Bhagavan is the Surya Bhagavan is the light for or Atma or the soul for any and everything in the world. That's why you cannot accept Surya Bhagavan from any angle. Therefore, that's exactly what is the word used is Atma. You see, Atma means the soul. And what is soul? Soul is constant and body. That is, he is the Atmakaraka, people talk about it. Surya Bhagavan is Atmakaraka. That is, he can decide the nature of your body, mind, and spirit. Therefore, ಈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಜಗತಃ ಆಲ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ and Tastusaha is Tavaras. So Jagat means the world which is having the mobility and also the world which has got stationary locations. Mountains, they are all mountains and trees and forests and all that. They are all taken as Tastushaha. And moreover, he is Dyava Prithvi Antariksham Adasthushaha Surya Atma. So Surya is the Atma for Dyava, the heaven, Prithvi, the earth, Antariksha, the mid-air, and also to all the mobile things and then stationary things. So what is left free in the world? Nothing. So that's why Surya Bhagavan is named as Chitram. So Ravi is the soul of all things in the world, whether they are mobile or immobile, or they may be in a space. So space is being monitored by the Java, Prithvi, Antariksham. So thereby, Surya Bhagavan is giving plenitude of light and radiance to the entire Vishwam. And that's why in Aditya Hridayam, Valmiki Maharshi makes a wonderful imperative request. Rasmivantam samudjantam devasura namaskrutam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneswaram. Is it not? So, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಪೂಜೆಯಸ್ವ. Oh people, you try to respect and regard Surya Bhagavan. He is not empty. Rasvimantam. He has got plenitude of rays. And every ray is important. Every ray is knowledge. Every ray is a Rushi. Every ray is an elevation. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ Surya Bhagavan is so much important that he forms the Atma. ತಸ್ಮೈ ಆತ್ಮ ರವಿಕೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಆತ್ಮಕಾರಕ ಅಂತ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾತಕ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜರ್ಸು ನಿಮ್ಮ ರವಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾನಪ್ಪ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ರವಿ ಸ್ಥಾನ, ರವಿ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಿಂಹರಾಶಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಂಹರಾಶಾಧಿಪತಿ. And Simha means the lion. And lion is the king of all animals, all beasts. So like that, Ravi is a responsible person. And again, Surya Bhagavan is not constant. He will keep on moving very fast. Even the movement sound of Surya Bhagavan is recorded by our NASA people. And moreover, the sounds that occur in the sky cannot be heard by the human eyes, ears. The power of human ear is limited. The power of the human eye is limited. So you require extra eye, divyam chakshuhu, as Bharat, as Krishna says to Arjuna, Aya, with this physical eye, charma chakshu, you will not be able to visualize the mahat of me. You should require a special three-dimensional glasses, wearing which you will be able to see me. Therefore, Krishna blesses Arjuna temporarily, Divyam Chakshuhu, so that he will be able to visualize many more secret and minutest things which normally his eyes will not be able to catch. So what he has done is he has enveloped the entire space. Apradyava Prithvi. So Java Prithvigaranu and the entire earth also he has occupied and stood like that. And how is he following? Means like a youth who follows a beautiful woman when he wants to see her in closed waters and propose probably. So that mantra you observe here, Suryo Devi Mushasam Rochamanam Mariyo na Yosham Abhyeti Paschad Yatranaro Devayanto Yugani Vidanvate Pratat Pratibhadraya Bhadram Pratibhadraya Bhadram. Now the sloka mantra ends with the Bhadram. And the same word has been taken the next mantra also. And Bhadram has got many meanings in Sanskrit. Bhadra Ashva Haritaha Suryasya Chitra Etagva Anumadhyasaha Namasyanto Namasyanto Diva Aprushtamasthu Parijava Pruthivi Yanti Sadhyaha. Now, how is the sun moving? That's what is important. Look here. Now, let me explain you the 15th mantra, just a superficial idea. Ushasam Devim Suryaha Paschat Abhyeti. That's the sentence. Idea that Surya Bhagavan always goes behind the bright Usha Devi. Rochamanam Ushasam. Usha Devi is the Ushakala, the dawn or dusk that occurs before Suryodaya. ಆ ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಉಷಕ್ಕಾಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ 48 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಆ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಬೆಟರ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರತಿಫಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಪೂಜಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತಪಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಫಲಾಪೇಕ್ಷ ಫಲಾಕಾಂಕ್ಷ. And therefore, here it is said, look here, Suryaha Antariksham Sudevi Mushasam Rochamanam Na Yosham Abhyeti Paschat. Just like a youth will follow a beautiful girl moving forward or moving before him, he will just silently follow. So in that manner, a kamuka, any person who is in love with somebody, he will just go after a girl who looks very beautiful. So that kind of chasing after the Tejas Sarini is important. And there is a comparison also being taken up that the God will go after a beautiful woman. And so, Yatra Naro Devayanto Yugani Vitanvate Pratibhadraya Bhadram. Next also, Yatra Naro Devayantaha Yugani Vitanvate. Where all people who want to Devayanta means who are in need of emancipation, all of them, are taking care of this brother Arjuna. Arjuna is the main person who can have the rigorous fight with the Maras. In fact, it was a project of all Gaul Mahishis to keep Arjuna a victim for his arrows. So, Etranaro, you understand? Etranaro, sorry, Rochamana. This word Rochamana refers to the brilliance, and number of meanings could be understood for the word Rochamana. Normally, all girls, all youthful ladies are very attractive. And therefore, a man becomes completely weak before a girl. And therefore, we have so much of experience to all youths. Krishna, I mean, Chagaraja says, Yantavaralayna Kanta Dasule. See, whatever be the greatness that anybody possesses, they're all subservient to the beauty of the woman. And even Surya Bhagavan, it's a joke, it's a hasya, it's a Upamalankara. Even Surya Bhagavan also is said to be no victim. No, even gods are not exceptional towards the beauty. And as we see in the Nalacharitra, when Damayanti Swayamvaram was announced, Damayanti was so exquisitely beautiful that many gods wanted her to woo them. So they attended the Swayamvaram together with the Nalachakravarti. And so that's a good story. I want others different diversion. So Usha Devata is Rochamana, and therefore Surya Bhagavan goes of it. And again, next mantra, Suryo Maryona Yosha and Yatranaro Devayanto Yugani Vitanvate Pratibhadraya Bhadram. So the human beings seek for prosperity and all the services they render to God, and so they, and moreover, the worshippers are again and again look for Bhadraya Bhadram. So yatra, where Devayanto Naraha. See, everybody wants to have a deva or prosperity or luck and growth and all that. So we always look for the positive growth of in our life. And Yugani Vitanvate, they will spend the time in worship to the Paramatma. Why? Pratibhadraya Bhadram. In order to ensure the practice of dharma, and also one Bhadra refers to personal and another Bhadra refers to universal. And on the other hand, it is called a double locking system. Generally, we in our houses in India, you have generally one lock, but you are not satisfied. You will have more locks, door locks fixed to the door, and therefore that's called Bhadraya Bhadram. You ensure or you secure more confidently by making the main door of the house being thus locked repeatedly. So here also, the one Bhadra refers to the personal and another Bhadra refers to the universe. So this is all about the mythology, nature of Paramatma. Surya Bhagavan, who is taken as this soul, Atma. And moreover, in our Manusmriti, we come across a beautiful statement, Atma vai putra namasi. All children are but the reflections of the Atma of the parents. So the parents speak through their children. And therefore, for anything, the parents are being consulted regarding the prosperity of the boy or girl. Therefore, that's what we call pedigree. I hope you understood this particular mantra. I can go to the next one. And here we are given the idea, how does Surya Bhagavan move with speed the places? And that's what I'm going to read now. The 16th mantra. Om Bhadra Ashvaha Haritaha Suryasya Chitra Etagva Anumadya Saha Namasyanto Diva Aprushtamasthu Paridyava Pruthivi Yanti Sadhyaha Tatsuryasya Devatvam Tanmahitvam Madhyakartorvitatam Sanjabhara Yadetadayukta sadastatu Aratri Vasastanute. Aratri Vasastanute. Simasmai. This is beautiful. Now, Surya Bhagavan has his own personal horses. We see there are 7 in number. And these horses carry him on the chariot to various places with great speed. And any and every object will go behind him. That's why he is he is very much important. Now look at the mantras. Vijay Pant, could you be able to recite them? Would you like to recite these mantras? I make you recite. Bhadra Ashva Harita Suryasya. See, Suryasya Swaha Bhadraha. The sun's horses are auspicious and they are Bhadraha, Surya, Ashwaha, and also Haritaha. The word Haritaha telling you that are very auspicious. And again, Chitraha, Hlumadhyasaha, Etadva. So the horses are reaching the center of the sky and they are able to cover up Aprushthamastu Java Prithivi. They are there in the Antarikshaloka running, making the chariot run for the sun. And as they are doing, they are being very sincere. And they are also very much glowful. So what we can do is Adhyaha Yanti Paridyava Yanti. And now therefore Tatsurvasa Devatvam. The majesticity of the Paramatma is very well noble and unparalleled. And tan mahitvam madhya karto vitatam sanjabhara. So he is completely independent and at the same time listens to the prayers of others too. So Kartoho Sanjabhara and Aratri Vasastanute. So Paramatma, he will be in the womb of the Nisha Yosha, and next morning he will be delivered. That's exactly you find in the Aruna Prashna a compliment for Surya Bhagavan when he says that Ratrer Vatsa Sveta Aditya. He is taken as the Vatsa of the Ratri and the child of the night. And all the through we say that he is called Devasaspati and he is a putra to both the parents. Now the preference goes to Gandhari. And Suryasya Devatvam Tanmahitvam Tadastad Aratri Vasasthanate Sivasmaya. So he will stay in the night Ratri Devata for a good number of hours. And he invited the other Dipalakas also come to renew and spend some time in the chambers open for all facilities. So once we just read whatever we have done now I have done up to 11, no, 15 mantras, 15, 16 mantras we are able to do today. And I just read those mantras which are done. Om Chitram Deva Namudagadanekam Chakshurmitrasya Varunasya Agneः Apradhyava Pruthivi Antariksham Surya Atma Jagataha Tastushascha Suryo Devi Ushasam Devi Ushasam Chakshurmitrasya Varunasya and you please come here and we have retired. So this idea. Then Mahan Keturarnavaha Suryasya Samanam Chakram Paryavivritsan Yedetaso Vahati Dhorshu Yuktaha. No, I'm just jumping, sorry. Namasyanto Namasyanto Diva Aprushthamastuhu Paridhyava Pruthiviyanti Sadyah Tatsuryasya Devatvam Tanmahitvam madhyakartorvitatam sanjabhara yadedayukta sadastaatu आरात्रिवासस्तनुते सिमस्मै तन्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याभिचक्षे सूर्यो रूपं कृणुते सूर्यो रूपं कृणुते जौरुपस्थे अनन्तमन्यदृशदस्य वाचः कृष्णमन्यद्धरितः सम्भरन्ति अद्यादेवा उदिता सूर्यस्य निरहंहसः विपृता निरवद्यातु तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामदितिः सिन्धुः पृथिवी उत द्यौः इन्द्रं मित्रं वरुणमग्निमाहुरथो दिव्यः ससुपर्णो गरुत्मान् एकं सद्विप्रा बहुधा वदन्त्यग्निं यमं मातरिस्वानमाहुः. So I have today read up to the 20 slokas where we are trying to get knowledge about Surya Bhagavan and his relations with other gods, and from what heights he is providing the light to all people and health for all people, and the kind of horses and their speed and their utsaham and all that is being marked out. And moreover, you call Surya Bhagavan as Deva. So in the sloka, in the mantra, you see that in 16 mantra, 17 mantra, Tat Suryasya Devatvam Tanmahitvam Madhya Kartor Vitatam Sanjabhara. So Surya Bhagavan is attributed with two important qualities. One is Devatvam and second is the Mahitmam. Mahima is the influence. Mahima is the power. Mahima is the personal eminence. At the same time, he is able to share that eminence for the benefit of the world and people. So all that is called Mahima. So for example, in another example is to quote the word Mahima, we have in Purusha Suktam, Tan Mahimana Purusha Suktam, those people who worship gods, they all become Mahimavans. And again, when once people pick up the Mahima, then they will be able to visualize the location and the picture or the image of Paramatma. Therefore, in Mahanarana Upanishad, for example, said, Vita Sukaha and Mahimanam Gachati. So, Deva Mahimana is important, and that we will be able to visualize the gods. Therefore, you observe that Suryaha Rupam Kurute Jaurupasthe. So, this is exactly the nature of Surya Bhagavan. And what is the nature of Surya Bhagavan? Is the nature of all people. Because Rupam Kurute means it changes his shapes and passions and all that. No doubt his light. Rupam Kurute means according as the season, he will be changing. In Aruna Prashna, we get the secret out, saying that Nana Lingatva Adrutunam Nana Suryatvam Ashtautu Vyavasitayati. So, Ali Nana Lingatva Adrutunam Nana Suryatvam. Because the seasonal characteristics vary from season to season, Accordingly, Surya Bhagavan also modulates. For example, now in India, sun is very powerful. Even other countries also, sun is visible, and he may not be depending upon the geographical condition. The sun's power also will be at variance. So people are complaining, Bangalore and Andhra Pradesh and North, that the Surya Bhagavan is showing out his high power. The other day I get the news that the Nandyal, a place in Andhra Pradesh, is having 45 degrees. In Bangalore, it is around 40 degrees. So you can imagine, here people are complaining, there people are complaining, because it is supposed to be the summer. And actually, from April 14th to May 14th, sun will be in the Mesha Rasi or Mesha Zodiac sign, and he will be exalted. So I exalted when sun is there, he will be able to do many positive things to many people on one hand. At the same time, he will gather more and more water because of the hot rays, and that water will be multiplied. And then after summer, we have got the rainy season. So plenitude of water has to be given to the world. Therefore, sun is the reservoir of large water. So it is said in Varna Prashna that he is the reservoir of the whatever water available in the universe, anywhere and everywhere. All that water is there found in the Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, accordingly, Jaurupasthe Krute, Upastha is the lap. So in the lap of the sky, Paramatma is making all kinds of changes in his power and activity, and that's so important we should note. Again, Anantam Anyatu Rusadasya Pajaha Krishnam Anyatu Haritaha Sambharanti Suryasya Nirahamsaha Pipruta Niravajyat. And Surya Bhagavan, you cannot defile Surya Bhagavan. He is always pure, white, perfect, and powerful. That's why Agum Sasyuchishatu Vasurantarikshasatu Hota Vedishatu Adidhirdurona Drushadvara Sadruta Sadvyoma Sadabja Goja Rutaja Adrija Rutam Bruhatu is the characterization of Paramatma Surya Bhagavan. So accordingly, you can never defile, you can never make polluted. So Surya Bhagavan remains as a pure globe in the sky. And what is that? Amha means sin or speck. Chandra Bhagavan has got speck, black speck, that mark in him. But Surya has no mark. And that is the indication is Niraham Hasaha. And Niravajyat Viprutam. So he is always Sreshta. Surya Bhagavan is always Sreshtaha, Garishtaha, Jeshtaha, and Pratapavan and Amshuman. That's why in even Aditya Hridayam, taking cue from our Vedic knowledge, our Valmiki Maharshi says, Amsumantam Samudjantam Devasura Namaskrutam Pujayasva. So Amsuman Suryaha. So Surya Bhagavan is known for powerful, bright rays. So in this manner, we slowly come to understand the mythology of Surya Bhagavan, that all that. So the majesty of Surya Bhagavan, the independence in the power and execution of the power, etc., of the sun is no parallel at all. And you cannot compare him with anybody, because as you see the expressions Aditya Varnaha, Aditya Samatejaha, Adityo. So, ಈ ತರಹ Aditya is always kept away, individualized, and he can only be taken as a part of example and not at all Upamalankara. And moreover, he, in order to make the horses also run, he will leave the horses plea. That's it. Idetad ayukta haritaha. Haritaha, the horses are ayukta. As long as the horses are tied to the chariot, I mean, not allowing with the brakes, not allowing the chariot to move, no, he releases. That's why when once you release it, then it will pick up the normal speed and keep going. Therefore, we get more and more ideas from the Surya Bhagavan, and that's why Surya Bhagavan is Parabrahma. Surya Bhagavan is a Mokshakaraka. Surya Bhagavan is Aragya Pradata. And any and everything of Surya Bhagavan is all in all. That we have got to remember. So here Anantamanyat Sadasya Pajaha Krishnamanyat Haritaha Sambaranti Adhyadeva Udita Suryasya Nirahamsaha Piprita Niravajyat. So therefore, tat naha mitraha varunaha aditihi sindhuhu pruthivi utadyauhi mamahanta. So all the natural objects, all the supporting powers to Surya Bhagavan must be our benefactors. Beneficiaries ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸೂರ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ related people, they are all beneficiary to us. You will see, we have got to notice that our rishis have realized nobody is capable of doing mighty things singular, individually, but he will commend the cooperation and friendship with other gods who are also respectively powerful in their own portfolios to execute, and all of them together will help the cause and work that is to be accomplished per day or per year or per yuga and all that. So here, for example, yuga ante nihitam tejaha, sorry, dina ante nihitam tejaha sabitreva hutasana. So whatever power is there in Surya Bhagavan, all that is being once again taken into account by Agni Deva. So Agni, Surya, and Chandra, these three are distributing the energies and showing their influence upon the land and people accordingly as per the seasonal influences. So I think with this explanation and all that, I will stop today and we continue next week. I wish more and more people join this live and get some direct communication from the explanations given. At the same time, also give some feedback.
Yes, Mahodaya, your lecture and your explanation is so beautiful. It is so, I mean, it is so wonderful. I come from a Brahmana family. My mother is from the south, my father was from the north. But, due to this English education, we got sort of, misled. But Sanskritam is in our head and in our heart. As you rightly say, it is in our DNA. And when you explain with such patience and with such gurutva guna, it is most wonderful. Most wonderful. Dhanyawada Mahodaya. I can understand a little bit of Telugu because Telugu has a lot of Sanskritam, because I speak Tamil also. But I would like to say something to you, Guruji. On many of the, not your videos, not your YouTube videos, but on many other videos, they keep on saying that the Telugu, Kannada, and Tamil. Tamil, of course, is different, but it has also a lot of Sanskritam. But to say that they are all Dravidian languages, it is stupid. And to say that, North Indian languages are Aryan, Indo-Aryan languages, this is again dividing our, the unity of our Punya Bhumi. So I would like you to also, perhaps it would be nice if you could give a small lecture one of these in one of your videos before you start, to say that Sanatana Dharma is not like this, that we are, despite the distances, we are all one, north, south, east, west, and we have proof, because Adi Shankaracharya, so many great saints, rishis, we all have the same fundamental knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think because so much you have, so much knowledge you have, you will be able to sort of make people understand and trust and believe in what you say.
See, it is not my effort. I'm trying to communicate in my own way. What has already been established by our rishis in this and promoted, that Sanatanatvam is always unchallengeable and highly valuable. And
Absolutely.
also, we have to follow, understand, and follow. For example, you see in this Saura Suktam, I'm happy that you are able to give some feedback. And the way that we want to understand our Veda rishis and the mantras must be very much convenient on our desk. What is available on our desk is reachable to you quickly. Supposing
Absolutely. Yes.
coffee decoction, sugar, milk, biscuits. So you have a choice which you should choose and which you should combine, and how you can enjoy the taste and influence of it in us. Is it not?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Mahodaya Guruji, they keep on saying, that Bharatiya Samskriti, we talk about, mythology. We should not say it is mythology. It is Itihasam. Why should we not use our Sanskrit terminology? The whole world is learning Sanskritam. I'm talking from Belgium. I'm telling you, here there are people who are going to universities and learning Sanskritam. And we don't say namaskaram, we say hi. So this is where we have completely derailed our Samskriti and ourselves. I only hope that with a little more time, this will change. It is changing to a great extent, but when something is spoiled, to get it back to the right state, it takes more time. Destruction is very easy. Construction is very difficult.
Especially you observe outside India, there's large number of people attending the temples and programs with family.
Yes.
In India, now people are losing. Only old man goes to attend the program or celebration or puja in the temple.
As a child, I will tell you, Guruji, my aunt, my Periyamma, Doddamma, she used to take me to the Astik Samaja in Mumbai, Matunga. And there, I was very small. I used to go off to sleep. But I remember all those, the way he used to chant, he used to tell stories. I was too young to understand. But there was a beautiful ethos, because ladies, after cooking, feeding their families, they would go and sit in the hall and listen to the Katha Kalakshepam. So that tradition we have to bring back again. As you are rightly saying, people have lost. They are running after money. They are running after only shadows, like my mother used to say. They are leaving the real substance behind, because after all, what do we take with us? Nothing at all. We may build huge palaces, but we sit in one small corner, and that will also go. So this is what we have to, and school education is also very important, Guruji. Schools have to change. The education system has to change, and mothers have to be educated. Mothers have my mother was a professor of biochemistry. She went abroad everywhere, but at home we were taught shlokas. Every evening we would wash our feet, we would come light the lamp. As soon as it became Sandhi Vela, we used to come inside. And whether we followed it properly or not, but this was a regular ritual that we did. And that I taught to my grandchildren also. But I see them, they don't follow. So what can you do, Guruji? This is the problem here.
Time is the only healer, Amma.
You're right.
you just introduce what you want to introduce, and that
Yes.
will blossom in course
Mm.
of time, depending on the context in which they are all placed.
You are right. Your advice is giving me great consolation, great santosham. You're right.
For
You're right.
example, my own kids, my own three children, when they
Mm.
were young, the moment they take bath or all that in the morning, right in the morning, they have to spread
Mm.
their mat, sit on the mat, and recite 24 slokas, all
Yes.
miscellaneous.
Mm.
And that was the culture I was insisting on them. But even today, because there are music and instrumental music and all that,
Mm.
but they may not be able to do fully, but at least
Mm.
they will have the culture embedded in them, is it not?
Yes, 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 absolutely,
So you should
absolutely.
not simply look at the present state of the children and then neglect and ignore and refuse to teach.
No, you are right. You are right. No, it is our dharma, our swadharma to pass on our
Yeah.
knowledge to the children. Absolutely, you are right.
Because I don't, whenever I take my class, I don't look for number of people. Are there 1,000 people or one person or two?
No, I saw it. I was a bit surprised because there was only one person. They said two participants, so I thought there were two, but it was only you and myself. Yes, that is true. You are
I
right.
don't, because this knowledge will, because it's being recorded and turning into YouTube or so, there will be
Yes,
hiding people.
you are right.
And
Absolutely
they
right.
will be, in fact, we have got so many people, they get inspired. Sir, we could not attend. Doesn't matter. So
Yes,
one person, in fact, Shankaracharya and all these people have started their preaching and their philosophy with one student. What about,
you are
see,
right.
Ramakrishna, for example, Ramakrishna
Yes,
Paramsa,
correct.
Vivekananda is the only one student whose
Yes.
house is to go and teach Vivekananda because he found Vivekananda a star. There are
Absolutely,
hundreds
yes.
of,
I have read, but Guruji, what is this? Is we have. I mean, you are much. I mean, you are very learned. I am an ignorant person actually, but at that time there were people. Whoever you met, they had some adhyatmam in them, and they would talk adhyatma. Today, the situation has changed. No neighbors don't know each other. I remember when I first went to Bombay, people. I was born in Prayag. And both my parents were teachers in the university. My father was a botanist, my mother was a biochemist. My grandparents, my maternal grandparents, and my paternal grandmother used to come during Kumbh Mela time. And my maternal grandparents actually brought us up because that is how we learned Tamil. Now, our houses used to open, our neighbors used to be like family. We shared knowledge, we shared food, we shared ideas. But today it is all I do not know. When I visit Bharat Desham, I don't find it the same at all. I find the youngsters don't behave like young people. They don't like to be talked to. They don't. They think you are old, so you are a waste paper basket. So I do not
and
know.
another important thing is they have got the mobile and
Yes,
iPad. This
yes.
electronic gadgets with their even though they visit anybody, there is no talk in the houses.
They don't look at you when you talk to them. There is no eye contact.
Hmm.
This is a big the disease of
So
the day.
ignore all that. What you want to do good, you do it. That's all.
You're
That will
right.
remain.
You're right. Karmanyeva adhikaraste. Absolutely, you are right. One
Because
has to
one
do one's swadharma. Correct. Yes,
person
Guruji.
or no person, you talk to
Yes,
walls. Even wall are have got ears.
you're right. We believe our Sanatan Dharma says so. Everything has its own spirit. Exactly, it has got its own astitvam. Absolutely.
Ah, and if suppose you don't have another person to play with, throw your ball to a wall. Wall replies to you, and you can
You
play.
are right.
You can
You
throw
are
your ball.
right. Absolutely. Right. You are right.
If,
Absolutely.
if that spirit we cultivate and then we are absolutely happy.
Yeah, you are right.
Ultimately,
Absolutely.
we
I'm so
don't.
happy that we could speak at peace. This is another advantage because there was nobody else. So that is one very good
It
thing.
doesn't matter because this is required for all people also. Because
Yes, yes,
everybody is in the same pool with
you are right. We are all
complaints.
together. We are, yes, absolutely.
All
Akasha,
insects are having complaints.
you're right. You're right. Absolutely. We are all in the same boat.
But still, there is somebody who sails the boat, having that sail in the hand and make the boat move.
Yes, absolutely. Without
All
making it
people
sink.
think they're maybe enjoying the scenery and talking and all that, but they don't
Mm,
bother about the safety of the boat.
you
If
are
a
right.
person has got that sail in the hand, he is
Yes.
careful.
Yes.
Is it?
Paramatman. Absolutely.
So that is the
Absolutely.
leader, that is Paramatma, that is the Guru.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if we're keeping eye upon that particular person, Guru, all
Yes.
people are following. That's all.
You are right. You are right. Absolutely. Yes, Guruji. Yes.
So that's why I always consider that what you should do, you do it. And
Yes.
na karma palapeksha.
Yes, that is the Bhagavad Gita. Guruji, my mother and father taught us this. My mother used to say, at the end of her life, she used to say, I can put my hand on my heart and look at anybody in the eye and say, if I have to live my life again, I will live it the same way. I have done no harm. I have only done what I had to do, and I have taken the best. God has helped me. That is what she used to say, and
You,
I still remember what she used to say. Just do what you should do. She used to, and she also told us this: Manushya Janma is different from animal Janma. So I was telling my grandchildren, I said, you have a brain, you have an intellect, you have a mind. Use it not for crass things, but something which is superior, and that is seva bhava. Do things for others and you will feel happy. Very true, very true, Guruji.
right. You see, you must only share your knowledge. Paropakara nijekshana. If you
Mm,
want others, you should be strong and knowledgeable.
yes, yes, you are right, absolutely.
So if you are
And
knowledgeable,
not bother about who says what to the world at all. Just be. That is why keep walking alone. Charai
so
veti, charai veti.
yeah, yeah. Even Vivekananda tells, walk alone, lest you will not
Yes,
disturb others. You are
yes,
not
that is a
disturbing
beautiful
others.
poem. Yes, yes, that is a beautiful poem. Yes,
And he
yes,
also
Guruji.
says, life is expansion, death is contraction.
It was so strange today that I was watching one. Very strange that you said this just now. I was watching a video by one Aditya Shankar, who is a tabla player. And this is what he said. In IIT Kanpur, he was talking about it at the Vivekananda Samiti, IIT Kanpur. He said that, life is expansion. He asked the person, what do you want to do in life? So he said, I want to be an engineer. So he said, what sort of an engineer? He said, it is obvious I want to be the best engineer. So he
Yeah,
said, that means you want to expand. He said, yes. So he said, everything wants to expand. And you said it just now. You see how as our thoughts go higher, there is a unity and there is a synchronicity which comes. It is Ishvara Kripa, Ishvara Anugraha.
exactly. And even to
Yes.
sit in before such gurus is a great fortune.
Absolutely. Satsangam, that is Ishvara Anukripa. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So happy, Mark. Let's and attend. I'm happy and really thankful that you
I am
gave
I
some.
am beholden. I am completely I cannot express. I wish I could touch I am touching your feet and doing namaskar to you. Yes.
So, I mean, if that kind of attitude is there, our health will be promoting. We don't
You are
fall
right.
sick easily.
No, you are right. Our minds have to be correct in the right
So,
place. Our hearts have to be in the right
mindset,
place.
the mindset helps the blood circulation also.
You are right. Absolutely right. You are right, Urji.
So,
It must be late there, isn't it, for you?
yeah. So, thank you
Okay.
very much, and we'll meet
Oh no,
again today.
dhanyavada. My sincerest thanks to you, Guruji. And I hope everything is sarve sham, always shubhasyam for you and for
Om
everyone.
Sahana Vavatu
Bhavatu.
Sahato Bhunaktu
So,
Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti
Shanti,
Shanti
Shanti,
Shanti.
Shanti.
Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sarvam
Astu.
Sri Madhvacharanaravindar Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu Om Tat Satu. Thank you, Ma. God
Oh,
bless you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Bhavdeya. Dhanyavada.